Hi guys, this is Vincent with VASCO On today's episode of Action VASCO, I'm going to be showing you my subway entrance diorama, which was inspired by this Punisher comic book cover. The diorama was made with my 1/12 Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends Punisher figure in mind. So with all that said, let's take a closer look at the diorama. So let's take a look at this diorama. This is my subway entrance diorama, which I created for my Punisher Marvel Legends figure. It is completely made out of pink insulation foam, with the only exception being the railing, which is made out of balsa wood and dowel rods. It's a 6-piece diorama, so we've got the floor piece, 3 wall pieces, and the railing, and then the stairs are a single piece that's all glued together. It's painted with acrylic paint, sealed with Mod Podge, and then the rubble and debris, small debris effects, are created with cat litter. Completely magnetized, so you can take this apart, which we'll do in a little bit. And with that said, I want to go ahead and take this apart and show you a couple different angles so you guys can see some of the detail that you can't see in this shot. So I wanted to show you guys some of the detail on this. The first thing being the subway sign and the subway railing here, which is magnetized. It comes off, and this whole wall comes off if you wanted to, and the stairs, everything come apart. But the subway sign itself I just found on Google Images, and I sized it, put it on a piece of balsa wood, painted everything black, and then mounted it onto this railing, which these 2 beams are pink insulation foam. And then the rest of this is balsa wood and dowel rods. And the cool thing about this too is if you wanted to turn it around, you could do that too if you wanted to take a shot from this angle down into the diorama. So that's the subway railing. And one of the things too that I think is cool about this diorama is you could definitely get some cool shots of the Punisher, or whoever you have here, hiding out away from some unknowing villains coming down the stairs into the subway station, which is kind of what the comic cover that I showed at the beginning of this video depicts. Another thing that I wanted to show you quickly from this angle is that there's sort of a second diorama, although not that detailed, in this piece, which is back here. You could place a couple figures in here, or might be a stretch to get more than 2 in here. But if you wanted to do a different kind of shot, you can definitely do that with this part of the diorama as well. Okay, so I mentioned that this diorama piece was, you could turn it around. So for this particular angle, I would put it like that, so you can see kind of from the street level what it would look like, since subway rails usually have the sign on both sides. So I'm going to take this off so you guys can see some of the detail work on this part of the diorama. So I mentioned before that the stairs come off. They're one piece, just with the 5 steps here, and they're magnetized, so they go right onto the wall. One of the main feature pieces that I thought would be cool to do for this diorama, since it was inspired for my Punisher figure, was to put a carved Punisher logo into the wall and then paint it so it's right on top of the bricks. I think it's a cool way of tagging it for the figure that inspired the diorama and the comic cover that inspired the diorama. So one of the things I want to do too is just show everyone how this looks if you wanted to store this. So all these pieces will come apart, and if you were to stack them up, you're going to have relatively easy storage space for the diorama, and then it'll go back up just as easily as it came apart. And there it is. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Action Vasco, where we took a look at the subway entrance diorama that I created for my Punisher action figure. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me at VascoToys on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thanks. See you guys next time.